Removing Brawl Boxes was a mistake. Okay, so before all the toddlers start ranting in the comments, hear me out real quick. So recently, I've seen quite a lot of people in my comments section a little bit angry because of the removal of Brawl Boxes, and I wanted to see if they were justified in their anger. And after doing a bit of research, I came to realize that Supercell actually took a huge gamble with the removal of boxes, and now the question is, did it pay off? The elimination of boxes came as a genuine surprise, not only to the Brawl Stars community but to the entire mobile gaming landscape. Brawl Boxes, formerly regarded as the cornerstone of the Brawl Stars monetization model, were abruptly removed from the game, replaced by an untested form of progression. However, this is not the complete narrative. In actuality, Supercell had been strategically gearing up for the removal of Brawl Boxes for a considerable period. For example, the introduction of the Brawl Pass and chromatic brawlers show a gradual departure from the reliance on box-based progression. But why was Supercell so inclined to make this change? Well, the main thing that comes to most people's mind is the ethical concerns of loot boxes in a children's game. Given that Brawl Stars' average player is probably like 6 years old, the gambling nature of box openings was a legitimate concern. Eliminating the gambling element might have been a crucial step towards creating a more responsible gaming environment, while also avoiding possible lawsuits and regulatory organizations in the gaming space. But who cares about the morality of this move? We only care about the money, am I right? So while researching, I found 2 incredible articles about Brawl Boxes which brought up a lot of interesting points. The basic premise of the first article was that removing Brawl Boxes would actually prove to be financially beneficial for Brawl Stars. Essentially, Supercell was strategically wagering on a trade-off scenario, anticipating a shift from fewer high spenders to a higher influx of revenue from average spenders. Let me explain. So basically, spending money on Brawl Boxes was an incredibly ineffective way to unlock content due to the excessive reliance on luck. So literally only the high-spending gambling addicts spent money on the game. Brawl Stars' revised monetization model greatly favors lower spenders, providing a more streamlined and cost-effective path to unlock brawlers. But did this gamble pay off? Well, according to the current data, the answer is no. After the removal, downloads and revenue experienced a significant surge in the subsequent weeks. However, the majority of this growth can be attributed to the holiday season and substantial updates rather than the removal of Brawl Boxes. After the holiday season died off, we actually saw around a 14% decrease in revenue generated, which isn't good to say the least. Additionally, there is actually a greater dip in spending on iOS devices compared to Android. With iOS players generally being richer and higher spenders, it's quite possible that there was a greater dip in higher spender revenue, as predicted. I think we can actually see Supercell trying to compensate for this loss by adding these stupid brawler early release cash grab attempts, which are quite obviously geared towards the sweaty cash whales of the game. But the negative aspects don't end there. The problem with removing boxes lies in the elimination of endgame complexity. Endgame players can now effortlessly save resources and immediately access new content, putting pressure on Supercell to release more and more content. This acceleration is evident in the recent influx of new brawlers, resulting in updates that feel rushed and subpar. Additionally, the removal of boxes pretty much killed the rarity system. Without luck, unlocking any brawler just feels the same and frankly boring. In the end, it is quite obvious that on a pragmatic level, Brawl Stars has been much worse off after the removal of boxes, with lower financial numbers, as well as a deteriorating game state. While I applaud Supercell for addressing ethical concerns associated with Brawl Boxes, does this outweigh all the negatives caused by the removal of boxes? I guess that is up for the viewer to decide.